The Honorable Lady Saida Ahad bin Abdullah bin Hamad Al Busaidia of Oman celebrates Omani Women's Day in Muscat. Empress Emerita Michiko of Japan celebrates her 91st birthday in Tokyo. The Prince and Princess of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha host a charity breakfast at Schloss Kallenberg. And King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians host an incoming state visit in Brussels. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Monday, October 20th, 2025. In Brussels, Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians hosted an incoming two-day state visit from the President of the Italian Republic, Sergio Mattarella, and his daughter, Laura Mattarella. According to the Belgian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Development Cooperation, the purpose of the visit is to, quote, reaffirm the close and long-standing friendship between Belgium and Italy, and to strengthen cooperation in key areas such as European integration, sustainable development, innovation, and cultural exchange. The state visit also highlights the shared history and human connection between both nations, from early trade and artistic exchange during the Renaissance to the large Italian community that helped shape Belgium's post-war identity. End quote. The visit began with an official welcoming ceremony at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles, with the playing of the national anthems and the inspection of the Guards of Honor. Following a wreath-laying ceremony at the tomb of the unknown soldier, Their Majesties hosted a luncheon at the Palais Royal. In the evening, Their Majesties hosted a glittering gala state banquet in honor of President Mattarella and his daughter's state visit to the Kingdom of Belgium. Guests attending this evening's banquet included members of the Belgian government, President Mattarella's delegation, and distinguished guests. On Sunday, His Royal Highness, Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, accompanied by the Prime Minister of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, Mr. Luc Frieden, and the President of the Chamber of Deputies, Mr. Claude Weisler, presided over the 2025 National Day of Commemoration ceremony in Luxembourg City. From 1940 to 1944, the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg was occupied by the Nazis until the Allied forces liberated the country in September 1944. First was the town of Pitonge on September 9th, and on September 10th in Luxembourg City. The day has been commemorated every year since 1946. The day began with Mass at the Cathédrale Notre-Dame de Luxembourg. In the mid-morning, the Grand Duke, accompanied by the Prime Minister and other government officials, arrived at the National Monument of Solidarity. There, they placed a wreath at the foot of the National Monument and rekindled the flame of remembrance. On Saturday, in Coburg, Germany, Their Highnesses, Prince Hubertus and Princess Kelly of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, hosted the charity breakfast for a good cause, at Schloss Kallenberg. The event was held in support of the Sozial Kaufhaus Coburg, a community organization that provides clothing, furniture, and essential items to more than 11,000 people in need. Guests who brought donations were warmly welcomed by the princely couple at the Schloss and treated to freshly brewed coffee, warm croissants, and delicious breakfast treats. When speaking to the press, Prince Hubertus emphasized the importance of helping others, especially as the holiday season approaches. Together with local partners and volunteers, the charity breakfast aimed to raise awareness and inspire more acts of kindness within the community. According to the German newspaper Neue Presse, the Sozial Kaufhaus Coburg, which relies heavily on volunteer work, continues to face growing demand as the number of families in need rises. Prince Hubertus expressed hope that this charity breakfast would become a twice-yearly tradition. This afternoon, His Majesty, King Felipe VI of Spain, attended the inauguration of the Congreso Nacional de la Empresa Familiar at Palacio de Congresos y Auditorio de Burgos. According to the Royal Court of Spain, the IEF is an independent, nonprofit statewide business organization that brings together leading family businesses in their sectors of activity in Spain. Since its establishment in 1992, the IEF has become a, quote, benchmark in the business world, dedicated to defending the interests of family businesses, identifying best practices in corporate governance and management, and ensuring the training of future generations. End quote. In Copenhagen, His Majesty, King Frederik X of Denmark, held public audiences at Christiansborg Slot. In Tokyo, Her Imperial Majesty, Empress Emerita Michiko of Japan, is celebrating her 91st birthday. On the occasion of her special day, the Imperial Household Agency released new photos and a video of the Empress Emerita, with His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Emeritus Akihito of Japan, at the Sento Imperial Residence on the grounds of the Akasaka Imperial Estate. On October 6, 2024, the Empress Emerita had a bad fall at her home, in which she broke the upper part of her right femur. On October 8th, she had surgery. Since her fall, the Empress Emerita has been focusing on her recovery and continues her daily rehabilitation at the Sento Imperial Residence. Although her public appearances have been few, she has joined Emperor Emeritus Akihito for several quiet outings, including the New Year's celebrations at the Imperial Palace and a visit to the Kaisai Rinkai Park earlier this year. In January, a new collection of her poetry was published, featuring 466 of her previously unpublished works. According to the Imperial Household Agency, the Empress Emerita now, quote, tires more easily, but remains in good spirits. End quote. She spends her days peacefully with the Emperor Emeritus, reading together, walking when she can, and enjoying their time side by side. In Thimphu, His Majesty, King Jimny Khesar Wangchuk of Bhutan, held an audience with the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Kingdom of Thailand, Siasak Bongkek Kiao, at Lankana Palace. According to a press release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Kingdom of Thailand, the minister expressed his, quote, great honor to welcome their Majesties, the King and Queen of Bhutan, for their forthcoming visit to Thailand to graciously accept the honorary doctorate degrees conferred by the Chulalongkorn University in December 2025. On this occasion, His Majesty, the King of Bhutan, shared his vision for the development of Gelaphu Mindfulness City under the principle, one country, two systems, to become Bhutan's economic hub, while preserving the country's local culture and environment. The foreign minister reiterated Thailand's commitment to cooperate with Bhutan on this project, as well as continuing the technical cooperation projects in Bhutan. End quote. On Sunday, in Rabat, His Majesty, King Mohammed VI of Morocco, chaired a Council of Ministers meeting at the Royal Palace. According to Agence Maroc, during the meeting, the king reviewed several key items, including the 2026 Finance Bill, a set of draft decrees concerning the armed forces, as well as several international agreements and senior appointments. Meanwhile, His Royal Highness, Crown Prince Moulay Al Hassan of Morocco, attended the 2025 Longines Global Champion Tours show jumping Grand Prix final. According to a press release, the Longines Global Champions Tour is the, quote, premier show jumping series worldwide and exemplifies excellence in equestrian sports, showcasing elite competition and sportsmanship at its finest. End quote. At the end of the competition, the Crown Prince presented the winner's trophy to Miss Anastasia Nielsen from the Principality of Monaco. On Friday, the Honorable Lady Saida Ahad bint Abdullah bin Hamad Al Busaidia of Oman presided over a ceremony at Al Baraka Palace on the occasion of Omani Women's Day. During the event, she honored several Omani women from various fields for their outstanding contributions to national development in the Sultanate of Oman. In her speech, the Honorable Lady described Omani women as, quote, architects of generations, end quote, saying their wisdom, patience, and leadership continue to shape the nation's future. And there you have it. I will be back tomorrow on Tuesday, October 21st, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care and God bless.